the Brownies. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
You go first.
Okay, I'm Olivia Browne.
Yeah, I'm Morgan Brown.
Are you
All right,
guys,
well, this is
are you guys sisters or something?
We're twins.
Oh,
Wow.
well, this is our first installment of we got good news and bad news. 7 questions with Sandy and Seymour. That's our title.
that's our title.
Oh, good news and bad news. 7 questions. Oh, I thought you were going to tell us you had bad news for us.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
That's
what
good.
Well, we might.
We got good news, we got bad news. The good news is the ball went exactly where your body was facing. What's the bad news?
The ball.
Wait, that's
You
the
shanked
question?
it.
No,
Yeah, the bad news is you weren't facing the court.
Yeah, we tell you that all the time. We got good news and we got bad news.
Oh.
Okay, so we have questions. I'll start the first one. 7 questions.
Okay.
So you guys can answer together or individually or just one of you, whatever you want.
Okay.
So what is your favorite Sandy or Seymour saying statement-ism?
Oh, we must have the same one. I mean, mine would definitely be, did you max jump?
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Because I just think I've heard it so many times it resonates in my mind. Every time I hit it out or hit it in the net, I can just hear your voice going, did you max jump?
Well, when we were in Florida, I hadn't heard it for a while because I hadn't seen either of you guys. And then my mom came down to watch us play for our college tournament, and I hit a ball in the net, and I hear my mom, "Did you max jump?" And I was like, I had a flash with all these different scenes
The trauma.
from side
The
out, and I was
trauma.
like, oh my gosh, I forgot.
Yeah, that was
down.
definitely the one that stuck with us the most.
Okay.
Does it stick with you in a good way?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
in a good way.
Then if you hit it in the net, you're like, oh God, I barely jumped.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, now I need to actually work hard to get up there.
Hey, well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Okay, and then what is your favorite warm-up game that we play with you guys?
Oh, it's been a while.
I really liked one arm,
Two
two arm,
arm,
no
no
arm. That one was always fun. Because we tried
That's
to kick
fun.
it. It never went well though. And
And the one where it had to bounce.
yeah, that one's really fun too.
One bounce?
Yeah, one
Yeah,
bounce. That was a good
that's a good
game.
one.
Okay, so who in your house is the favorite sibling?
Oh.
And it doesn't have to be one of you two, or it could be.
I don't know if there's a
I
favorite.
kind of feel like I'm pretty well liked. I
Oh,
don't
yeah, I
know.
mean, I think Morgan's the baby.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
Morgan doesn't really have to have, no, I don't want to say she has lower expectations than everyone else, but she's yesterday.
stuff.
Well, yeah, of course. But I mean, we all have to make dinner this week, and everyone took a reasonable amount of time, and Morgan took 2 hours.
Yeah, my dinner was the best.
And my mom was like, yeah, this is exactly what I thought. Morgan she's just a baby, and everyone knows she's a baby. But I wouldn't say there's a favorite.
Okay.
You think your mom is equally loving all of you?
Yeah.
Depends
There's
which one
no
she's
way.
mad at the time.
Yeah, I mean, who's on her good side?
Somebody always messes up at a different time. So I do something dumb. Well, she likes Olivia the best. We both do something dumb. Well, there's 2 other brothers that she likes, so
Yeah.
it kind of just moves around.
Joe's usually pretty at the top though.
Yeah.
Joe doesn't fluctuate. I think us three, me, Morgan, and Nick, go up and down.
Move around.
But,
Joe's just locked in first or second
Yeah.
place. And you guys just kind of bounce
exactly.
around him.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But the good thing for Pam is she has choices, is what you're saying. She's got options. She can love somebody
Yeah,
more.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got
No.
options.
Yeah. She switches
man,
it up.
I was like, yeah, fuck, that's tough because I was the least favorite. And I knew it.
Oh, by far. I was so far down the totem pole, not even funny.
Okay, so you
That's so
girls,
sad.
you girls are now both 18 years old.
Yeah.
You just, I want to say completed, but you should be at your first year at university in the States. And
Yeah.
what school are you at?
Erskine College in
In
South
where?
Carolina.
In South Carolina. And can you tell us about your first year? How was it?
You can go first.
Me? I really enjoyed it. It was definitely hard because playing in college is definitely a way heavier load than playing in high school, especially since our season was in the summer. You never really had beach conflicting with academics. But I also loved it because I never was too zeroed in on one thing. If academics weren't going well, I had beach, and then it kept me accountable. It actually made me want to work hard, and I just had a lot of fun. I would definitely encourage anyone to try to play sports in college, whether it's actually for the school or like a club team or something like that, because it just is such a good stress reliever and a good way to make friends and like become part of your school's community. So it was a lot of fun, and I definitely don't regret it doing it.
Great.
So.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Morgan, what do you got?
I'd say for me, like, it's tough. Like, we're in South Carolina, right? Like, that is the
Far.
opposite coast from Vancouver, so it's very far. But I think the experience of leaving home and staying on campus, especially being in a whole other country, it's just like, I've learned a lot about myself and being alone. And I mean, of course, you're still in a school and you have a meal plan and, you know, all that stuff. So it's not like completely living on your own, but it's dipping your toe in the water and having, like, getting to play sports, the opportunity to get better every day. I mean, we're practicing pretty much every day, and that is like just a dream come true. I mean, every day, even if I have school, if I'm bored or something in class and I'm like, man, or I'm having a tough time, well, I know I've practiced, and it gives you something to look forward to all the time. And same with academics. I mean, pursuing what you really want to do. In high school, it was like you have to, you know, man. But in college, you get to choose what you want to do. So it's just, I don't know.
Stuff you're actually interested in.
Yeah,
You know?
I just love college. I love my first year. I love being in South Carolina. It's a kind of a weird place, but I really liked it. And yeah, it was a good experience.
I feel like you guys are developing a little bit of South Carolina accents.
Really? Oh, really?
Going on there. Yeah, there's a little bit of some longer words in that statement there.
Oh my gosh.
I don't believe you.
Quick follow-up question. What was like the biggest slap in the face? When you got there, like, oh my God, like reality kind of set in, was it?
Oh, when my parents left.
Yeah.
I literally like died. Like we had like a soiree one night where it was like a dance that I don't know why. And my parents were coming in one last time to bring like the fridge because Maureen and I didn't have one. And then they were like, it's probably not a bad idea. And then we're like, okay, like goodbye. And I wasn't really thinking about it. And then they left and Morgan and I turned to each other and we both started just bawling our eyes out because like your parents are such a good support system, and like we couldn't just drive and leave campus like 20 minutes and go see them. Like the only time we would ever get to see them is if we took if we flew home, which took an entire day. So going to see them wasn't an option, and I think realizing that really like shook me.
I think for me, a slap in the face moment is when this lady came up to me and started talking, and her accent was so strong that I honestly looked at her and I was like, I have no idea what no idea. And like with a lot of people, it's like, you know, I had to get used to it. Like you don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal, but some people talk to you, it's like, what are you saying?
Yeah, even some of our teammates at the beginning, I didn't know what they were saying, and like we learned to adapt.
No offense, guys.
Yeah, no, they're nice accents, but I just didn't know what they were saying.
Fair enough. Okay.
Did you guys live together?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next question. What is the first memory that you have of either Sandy, Seymour, or Side Out?
Can I start or do you want to?
I mean, if you ask, you can start.
Okay, I want to do one for each of you. For Sandy, we met Sandy when we were coaching, or not coaching, we were reffing for
the Vancouver
Open, and Sandy was playing someone. And I was like, man, that guy is loud. Kind of rude. But he was really good. And my mom knew who he was, and I didn't know who he was. And I think Sandy won the game, and the game was over, whatever. Sandy walks over to us, and he's like, yo, hey, like, thanks for, or, you know, whatever. And I was like, oh, thanks. And he started talking to us about Side Out and all that. And I was like, Side Out? Like, I never thought we would ever be good enough to join Side Out. I didn't think we could do it. I mean, it was so far from home. And he's like, I think you guys should really think about it. And then again, maybe like later we were at a tournament or something. And I did a jumbo, and I was so proud of that jumbo, man. She soared right to the end line and hit that line. And I hear Sandy goes, jumbo! And I was like, I kind of like that guy. And I wasn't even Inside Out yet. So that was Sandy. And then Seymour. We were Inside Out now, and we were at practice. And when I used to set, I would do something really weird. I think I would like.
No, you would do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that. So
you close your eyes and jerk your heads forward.
Yeah. And it was bad. It was bad. And I was just, you know, setting my partner with Olivia or something, and I feel someone like pull my hair. And I'm like,
Okay.
what? And I turn around and it's Seymour, and he's like, every time you do that, I'm gonna pull your hair. I think that's what it was. And I was like, is this guy serious? And for like 10 minutes we did that, and you know what? It worked, and I got better at my setting.
Okay, so just so I don't get my coaching license revoked from you,
Yeah.
I want to be clear here. I wasn't pulling her hair. I was just holding it so she had feedback of when she jerked her head forward when she sat, because I kept saying to her, like, just look at the ball. And then you kept being like, I am. And I was like, no, you're not. So then I held your hair so that you had feedback of when you pulled your head forward.
That could be one of the.
Don't come after me.
That could be one of my all-time
I wasn't abused.
stories from anything, anywhere. I love that one.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, Liv?
No, I was gonna. Those are the exact same things that popped in my head. So, because I don't remember anything else. Yeah, I would have said the exact same thing.
All
No,
right.
you don't have one.
No, I really don't.
It's very
Yeah.
good. The same story.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, we did live the
Okay.
same life. So.
So what is going to happen to the Brown twins next year? What's your plans?
Good question.
We're obviously like hoping to do college in the States again. You know, we'd love to go back to Erskine. We're not completely sure yet, but I mean, I just know whatever I'm doing, I want to play beach volleyball.
Exactly.
And of course, pursue higher academics. Don't forget academics, kids.
And what is that? What do you want to do with yourself, Morgan?
I'm not completely sure. Initially, I wanted to do nursing, but that's not an option at Erskine. So I've been taking like biology classes and like more health science. So as of right now, I'm like a biology major. That's what I'm going for. But I mean, it could switch up. It's tough, but I've enjoyed it.
And Liv, what is your kind of pursuit of education if you had your choice?
Well, at first I was thinking of going into computer science just because it's such a good field, but like that's not offered at Erskine either. So I was taking chemistry because I liked chemistry in high school, and it's been going well. But I think like you also need to think about not necessarily like what degree you're getting, but also what jobs you can get with that degree, or like things you can do outside of just university. So I've been like looking at taking courses online, stuff like that. So I mean, I really don't know what career I actually want. So I'm just gonna start just take more courses to see what I actually like, and then go from there.
Okay, good for you.
Okay. And that kind of covered our 7th question too.
Whoa.
That's it. So
Aw.
unless you guys have a different answer, which was, what are your plans for after university? Do you still have like a career?
I really want to stay in like Vancouver and keep playing in like the women's tournaments and stuff like that. Like that was always our like dream, just to keep playing until like we're 85, you know? It's just so much fun, and everyone there is so good, and they're always getting better. And like the community, I know the women's community is really, really good. So we're really hoping to play in a couple of those tournaments this summer. And then otherwise, yeah, I don't know.
That's awesome. We love that. That's the biggest thing. We at Sato, as much we love to see players move on and play post-secondary, we just want to instill the love of the beach to you guys and show you can play forever. You can be there forever. Like that.
Forever.
That is there forever for you guys.
Sandy's 55 and he's still playing.
Crazy.
Yeah. You're getting up there, Sandy.
Oh, God. Anyways, if you girls could hear from anyone on a Zoomcast, who's up next from Sato? Who do you want to see next?
I kind of want to see Frankie Sandini.
Frankie, okay.
Okay, I want to see Frankie, Aaliyah.
I want to see Aaliyah.
Or Kate Kramer.
Oh my God, Kate Kramer, that's good too.
Yeah.
That's good too.
We'll track down Kate. It might be like a lot of silence.
I think Kate said. Kate said
get Kate to do it with Brianna Chan.
Yeah, get them both on there.
That could be good. That could be very good. They're partners growing up. They're 2 characters. And anyways, we want to thank you guys, you ladies, very much. Next up will be Fran on our tomorrow with Fran. So you guys can keep your eye on the gram and the YouTube page, and you get to watch yourselves.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Bye.
Bye.